It's the three Bs this season for Mark Williams. He won in Bangkok, he won very emotionally in Belfast, and now he's victorious in Berlin. He's absolutely buzzing right now, and let's be honest, he's steamrolled it all before him this week. Think of Judd Trump in the semi-final, think of Graeme Dott in the final. Worthy winner with a capital W, Neil.
Yeah, and I think he's playing better now. That was emotional, you're right, in Belfast. His wife wasn't well. She's in full fitness now. She wasn't able to fly over here today, though, because of her illness for Christmas, so she couldn't join Mark for the celebrations. But he's got better. He's played better this week than he did in that tournament, and he's only lost one of his last 18 matches in ranking events. He didn't play in Scotland. He lost the odd frame to Ryan Day in the UK, and that's the only match he's lost since, well, deep into the end of last year. So that's pretty good stuff. And he's also beaten the world champion in the Masters in that period. So he's playing brilliantly.
Absolutely. And that is the big 2-0 for him. 20 ranking titles, Ronnie, from Mark Williams.
I don't think I've ever seen him play as well, to be honest with you. Even when he was playing really well and he got to #1, you know, he had spells where he played well. But I think that's got to be the best I've ever seen him play, you know. And if you look at his... That's not just a one-off performance, like Neil said. He played good in Belfast, but nothing like that. And you look at his results, quarterfinals, so consistent. He's got to be one of the favourites going into Sheffield now. He has to be. I mean, he's probably the player of the season as well, really. Yeah. You know, because he's played. You know, he's done so well in every tournament he's played in. He hasn't bombed out early in anything, you know. Yeah,
I'd agree with that. And it's just been a delight to watch him play snooker live on Eurosport, Jimmy.
Well, he is a shot maker, you know. He was always famous for, you know, single shots, long pots, but he's trickling them in. He's got so much confidence, full length of the table. He's rolling slow balls in, getting perfect on the black, and then where I don't think he's had that part of his game for a long time, he's then scoring heavily, and you know, he's a danger for anyone, and I agree with Ronnie. I don't think I've ever seen him play that well.
He's 7-1 up going into tonight. The celebration when he won, it wasn't going to be like Belfast, but I liked the nonchalant 2 fingers in the air, which I'm assuming was 2 ranking titles this season.
Oh, it was top and tails with this. He won the very first tournament here at the Tempodrome, and now this one. But, you know, it's funny, isn't it? Because Ronnie's right, he has to be considered for Sheffield. But it's 2003 the last time he ever reached the final, and Dotty's been in 3 finals since then, so he's been off the radar a little bit when it comes to the World Championships. But what it proves is one thing, and Graham's the same, Ronnie's the same, John Higgins is the same. If you're good enough, you can keep playing well. You just need to find a little clue along the way, and he's found a clue with the Sight Right business. And, you know, Ronnie and all these other guys have had a bit of help, but they were good enough in the first place. And that's why they can still play now.
Well, they're an intelligent crowd here, as you can see. They're just popping in behind us because they know that Mark will be on this sofa. But just for the fun of it, I mean, there's no keys to the match here, but let's just look at those 2 frames in which he came out and got the job done as quickly as he could. Here's frame 9.
Do you know, he didn't take any risks, did he? I mean, Graeme was a bit unlucky here, actually. Again, he didn't have much run today, but that's not why he lost. He was beaten. But I think you said it, Jimmy, that Mark had read all the signs here. He just wanted to win. He was just consolidating all the tonight.
Yeah, one of the games he pots along red, he has a chance of a colour, but he plays to play a safety shot. Yeah, here, you know, he's just trickling another really difficult shot. He's just rolling it in. But he's got so much confidence in his cue action. Yeah. I think this is match ball, that was, Yeah. All over.
As we said, you know, Graeme Dott needed to win all 4, take us to mid-session, put any doubt in his head.
As I said, Graeme Dott can't be that disappointed because he just never had a chance.
Yeah, let's look at the fatal blows there, Neil and Ronnie and Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, he was just in a position here where he's just seeing everything big, knocking that in brilliantly as well. He believes in what he's doing, doesn't he? That's the thing. He believes so much in what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's never changed his game, but he's never had that much confidence in just, you know, potting. They're all going in the centre of the pocket. See, this is a shot here. He could have gone for the black, but he decided to play the yellow safety shot. Got back in straight away and won the match.
Didn't need to take any risks at this point. He wants to get the match over with, you know. And he's been there so many times. He's won 20 ranking tournaments now, so he knows exactly what's needed, you know. And he's the 2nd most successful player of the season now. And behind Ronnie O'Sullivan, who's way ahead, actually, but this man's catching him. So the old school live on, you know, the old school, the class act from '92. John Higgins is #8 player for the season. As I say, these guys are true class in the game, and they're still going strong.
That's it. Well, please welcome them, the 2018 German Masters champion, Mark Williams.
Hello, mate.
Oh, looks beautiful. So the 2 fingers in the air at the end, was that victory? Was that 2 German titles? Or was that 2 ranking titles this season and counting, Mark?
I didn't even know I'd done that. I'm just over the moon to win it. I played quite good all the way through that match. I thought my long potting was really good and got me in, and I've made some good breaks. I'm just over the moon. I mean, 3 tournaments this year, which I haven't won a tournament for donkeys, and now I've won 3 in a season. Amazing. Yeah.
Listen, it was more than that. These guys have been absolutely purring over your performance, in particular this afternoon. You know, Ronnie and Jimmy and Neil are saying possibly the best they've seen you play, period.
Well, I mean, that's up for other people to say that, but it's certainly better than I've been playing for 5-10 years, that's for sure. And you know, like I said, I'm on this crest of a wave and I keep riding it till it comes crashing down.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago at a Eurosport tournament, I'll take the expletives out, but it was after a particularly bad performance you had, and we had a chat.
Which one?
Exactly, I think you were back in your scruffy grey tracksuit bottoms at this stage. And you just
What's
said...
the matter with the tracksuit bottoms?
I've only ever seen you wear a suit and those tracksuit bottoms. Yes, don't spend your winnings in clothes. But I remember you just being so despondent in the chat that we had. Just it's not happening for me. If you could go back and talk to that person and say you brought up the 20 ranking titles, eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, you know, I was genuinely, seriously thinking about giving up last year. I spoke to my wife and I just thought, you know, I had enough really. I just can't keep on playing like this and just not even competing. And you know, 10 months on, what a turnaround. I'm so glad I never. She talked me out of it, really, to be honest.
Yeah. How important has been these 2 people that have been in your corner, you know? And you know, I noticed that you brought them in for the trophy lift. You wanted them to be part of it. I'm not sure you'd be standing there without them.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I mean, if I could explain to you where I think I'm aiming balls now, you just wouldn't believe it. Some balls I'm not even, when I'm stood up, I'm not even aiming to get within 3 foot of the pocket, and you wouldn't believe it. But I just trust it when I get down, trust it, and boom, they don't half go in, that's for sure.
Guys, a word with the guys here just about just how strong he's been this week. I know you were just talking about it, Ronnie, but I think it'd be nice for him to hear it.
I don't need to hear it from me. He knows when he's played well or not. You know what I mean? You can't kid him. You know. I think he played well last night. You know. I know you didn't think he did.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you watch it like 2 weeks later, when you've kind of dust has settled, you'll watch it and you'll think, you know, because Judd's not an easy player to contain. You know, you always feel like he could come back at you, but you just kind of toyed with him, really, I suppose. You know. And today you just played out your brains, didn't you? Really. I mean, what was you thinking? Like 2-0, you look like going 3-0 up. You've done that clearance. And then it looked like it could possibly go 2-2.
Yeah.
What was you thinking then? I mean, because that was tricky, really.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go 2-2, and then I was sat there thinking, how is this going to go 2-2? But, but I also thought, I just felt so zoomed in from the start. It was just...
Didn't matter.
I just felt if it went 2-2, I wouldn't worry. I'm just going to keep on going for my shots, and I just felt at ease today, which yesterday I didn't really feel at ease, but today I could have just kept on playing. I think I would have kept potting them.
In tournaments, they used to have shot of the championship or shot of the tournament, and today there was about 10 shots that you look back on that were absolute corkers. You know, they were just pure curing shots, full length of the table. A couple of times you got out of position, you knocked a pink in the middle. You know, when you would look like you know, before you may have refused that, but you're so confident. You know, it's great to watch today.
Yeah, you know, every ranking title, every ranking tournament you've been in this season, you haven't went beyond, you haven't get knocked out early. I mean, 3rd round's been the minimum. A whole load of quarter-finals, 2 titles in a semi-final. So if you could just take that to the bathroom for me, we're going to need a sample of it.
I've done a few this season already.
I bet you have. I bet you there's straight to you on it. It's been absolutely sensational. We tried to recreate, did I say we, the royal we, Ronnie and Jimmy tried to recreate that red that you potted swerving around the black, and what was it, 3 goals each, and it was just absolutely sensational stuff. Absolutely sensational stuff. Would it be wrong for us to bring up that you're in World Championship form at the moment?
It's probably the best form I'm going to be going into the World Championship for many years. Whether or not I can win it is yet to see. You know, we've all got to beat this man sat on the sofa by here. But
thanks, mate.
I was talking about Neil. But you know, it's going to be very difficult, but I'm going in here with loads of confidence. Even if I don't have the next few tournaments are not great, I'll still be going in there with a lot of confidence. But You know, it's so hard to win. It's so long, but I'm looking forward. I didn't get there last year. I was in the qualifiers, and let me tell you, you don't want to go there to qualify for it. I can assure you.
Listen, we haven't done a huge amount of Twitter this week. We've been definitely looking at them and replying them and favourite them. But I got to tell you about one tweet I got today in between the afternoon and the evening, and I just thought it was brilliant. Oliver, who was watching the show, sent a cover in of the 2003 PlayStation 2 World Championship snooker, and he says, I would always be Mark Williams in this because I'd batter everyone because of his stats. And he goes, that's the Mark Williams I've watched this afternoon, all these years later. And it just hit me between the face, just how amazing it is, this resurrection.
He's not only one, but I tell you, I'd like to send out on Twitter, who was the last player to have only lost 2 frames on finals weekend? 6-1, 9-1. Even Davis didn't used to do that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you've hardly lost a frame in semis and final. That's real dominant stuff, you know, and thinking about it now, I can't ever remember it happening like that. Someone might have done it, but I don't know. Must have been a good player.
A quick word in the tournament before we say our Vida send for the night. What will you take away with you? Maybe outside of this man, because he has starred the whole way now.
I thought the match with Judd and Ding was brilliant because the first 4 frames were out of this world, and at the end of it, it was like watching 2 guys down the pub, you know. It was a real struggle, and that's snooker for you, you know. And one minute you're at the top, and even, you know, Mark's saying he's going to come crashing down. It might do one day, but it's not happening anytime soon. That's the match I remember.
Yeah, I'd definitely say quarter-final night, Ronnie, you know, when you were arriving and the 4 tables are buzzing, and Graeme Dott, and this is where we can say what great week he's had. I mean, that just enthralled us all. He's 4-0 down and he was on this sofa. It was a lovely moment.
I always think quarter-final night is the best, but I think every match, like both semi-finals, were brilliant stuff, and the final was fantastic. So for me, the weekend really made this tournament, I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can have a bit of a letdown, one bad semi, like a bit of a struggle in the final, but absolutely every match, both semi-finals and final, I think,
Special
top draw,
atmosphere as well, isn't it? Special atmosphere.
Yeah,
I mean, the venue does help. When you get a crowd like that, I mean, it's hard to not want to play well, isn't it, you know?
Yeah. Jimmy, apart from Neil Foles, what was your highlight of the week?
You know, you've got to give Graeme Dott great credit. You know, he's played fantastic snooker. There was 3-0 down to Hawkins, 4-0 down. Today, he hasn't really played well. Mark was superb, you know what I mean? So Graham's got to come back and get a lot of confidence for that. But this tournament deservedly to this man because he played fantastic snooker today.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is all from us. We always say snooker is about the family, and we're live and exclusive here on Eurosport. So we know, Joe, that you're watching. I've got good news for you. Hubby's coming back your way. The next time we have a tournament here on Eurosport, it will be the Welsh Open. So this man is coming back to the green grass of home, but he leaves Berlin a champion, and this season it's not unusual. Good night.